So what we do now is to define the characters B and C before we continue to make things in a proper way with the procedures as it should be. And for this one, now we go to the path and targets here. And well, we have the approach path, that's fine, and the retract path. But we can, to make things easier to see, we can just click, well, hover over the path A, right click and click on view visible here so we don't see that path. And also for the TCP trace we can do like this, that we just clear the TCP trace like that one. Okay, fine. So now this is clear. We will define the B and C characters in the same position, so to say, starting from the origin here. And we have the data from the PDF showing the coordinates to make those in. And so we get started. And we start with on the home tab with target, create target here. And we have the work object as a reference frame, which is this one, Y, X, as you see here. And the target name, well, we had A before, now we take B, like that one. And the work object is the front table, that's fine. So we get started, and we start from the position of 25 in X direction and 0, so that's fine. We just add to that one, and just have a check here. That's velocity fine, 100, and can keep set 1 for the moment. Maybe fine actually. Maybe we have to edit the first one. Doesn't matter, but I think this will be fine. And then we go to 25, 20. 20, add, and then we have a midpoint on the circle, which is at 12. Now on my computer it's a Swedish keyboard, so I had to use the comma sign for the decimal point, but it might be different on your, depending on your preferences on how it is set up on your computer. At 12.5 and 32.5, like that. Add that, and then the end point of the circle 0, 20 and 0.0, add, and then we move up to 50, 0, add, and 50, 20, which is the start of the next circle, or the arc actually, and then the midpoint of the arc is 32.5 and 32.5, add, and it ends at 25 and 20. That 9 points altogether, and we create those. Good. And then after that we close that one, and we create a path B, like that. And then we move all those B type of targets into the path B, like that. Sorry, I forgot one thing. That is the orientation. So what do we do then? Okay, we do like this. We select those, all of those, right click, and then modify the targets, rotate. We should rotate by 180 degrees around the Z axis, right? Remember that? Apply. Like that. So it should all be fine. Close. And now I think everything should be fine. And we right click on the path B, and then we auto configuration all motions. They're all set. Good. So yeah, we do like this. We define the C as well. That's pretty simple. It's actually only 3 targets, nothing more. So we do like this. We go to target, create target, set the work object, and target name is C, and we set this right away on 180 degrees on the Z orientation around the Z axis, and the starting point is 49.32, and then the midpoint is 25.0, add, and the end point is 1.32, add, create, and close, and then we create path, which we called path C, and we take those 3, select those, and drag them down to path C, like that. And we do the same thing here. We make an auto configuration, all instructions like that. Good. And what we're going to do now is that we synchronize to the rapid, but we could do, we could make path A visible again. We keep it as it is, visible, like that. There will be a lot of targets at the same place, but that doesn't really matter now for the time being. So we synchronize to rapid. Sorry, cancel. We do like this. We put path B inside the main entry point, and the same with path C, the main entry point. Now we have approach path, path A. We shouldn't go back. We put this at the end, like that. So A, B, C, retract. Good. Now we synchronize the rapid, everything. And if we then go to the rapid code module, main module, so we have these procedure calls in the main procedure, approach path, path A, B, C, retract, and procedure. And if you go to the module 1, so we have the procedures here. Path A is the same as before. We don't touch anything about that. And we can keep it in any order because that really doesn't matter. It is the order when they are called that matters. And then we have path B, like this one. Well, we can see now, we can take this, which makes it very visible. So how does it look like then? Well, we have to define a move, a circular move C. So what do we do then? Well, what we do is that we have an approach or starting point, which is this one. And then it should be an arc like that, like this. So the next one should actually be a move C. So we change this one to a move C, like that. And then it should be defined in a way that we have move C to C20, and then to it will end at C30, like that. So that's as simple as it is actually. We keep the rest as it is. We can keep the last position as it is, but just make an exclamation point to that one, meaning it's just a comment. It doesn't mean anything. We just keep it as it is to remember that we had that from beginning. So that's fine. And we go to path B and do a similar thing here with the editing. So we start here, go to that one, and then this one. And obviously there should be a circular arc here as well. So actually this is a starting point, and the next one should be a move C with B30 and B40 in a similar manner. And that means that this is obsolete. Just make it like that. And then we go to move line B50, 60, 70, which will start an arc as well here, and B80 starts the arc and it ends at B90, like that. And we finish up at B90, which we just make as a comment. So that should be it, really. Now for this, there should be a pen up, pen down, but not within the drawing or the characters or the letters. So we skip that part. We just make sure that this actually works. So we do an apply all, no errors, that's fine. And we go to synchronize to the station, and it's fine. So they are in sync, both. Go to the simulation part. And now we do like this. Well, we have the TCP trace on, so we can take it. So A, B, C. Okay, now we see that they draw it in the same place of the all letters. So that is not what we're going to do, but we will see how we fix that in the next session.